Hi and welcome back. Now in this video we're gonna start getting ready to add a component so our character can get health back. Now first we're gonna create an orb that is going to glow and float around in circles that will give our character plus health. In order to do that, we're gonna start by creating a new material so that we can apply it to the orb and make it glow. So on my folder for the blueprints, I'm just going to keep everything here for now. I'm going to create a new material. I'm going to label it M underscore glow glow matte for material. But okay, so now I'm going to open this up, and in order to make a glow, we have to change the emissive color. So in order to do that, we are going to add a constant 3 vector. Constant 3 vector for the colors. And then for the constant 3 vector, we are going to multiply. And then for the multiply, we're going to do it by 10. So it gives us that effect. And we're going to connect it to the emissive color. And of course, we have to select our color. In this case, I'm going to select something that's kind of greenish. Okay. And see how our material now is glowing. Now I'm going to save. And I don't need this anymore, so I'm going to close it here. Now it's time to create the orb, but the orb is going to be within a blueprint. So we're going to create the blueprint for our orb. So I'm going to right click, blueprint. This is going to be an actor. I'm going to call it BB health orb. I'm going to open it up. And under the default scene root, we are going to add all the stuff that we need. So I'm going to first add an extra scene. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to say scene. Okay, and this scene, we're going to call it orbit. Now under the orbit, we're going to add our static mesh. We'll call it just orb. Okay. And of course, under the sphere or the orb, we're going to add the collision. But first, let's go ahead and add the... Oh, no, hold on a second. We are going to get rid of this. And under the orbit, we can just add the sphere from here, straight from here. And so we can just call it orb. And now for the orb, we're going to add the material so it can glow. And right here, we just grab our newly created material, drop it here. And there it is. Save, compile, save, just in case. Now that we have this, we're going to need a collision component so that it can interact. So I'm going to go add, I'm going to press collision, and the sphere for the sphere will be fine. So we're going to say orb call for collision. Okay, now we're going to make it bigger by selecting the middle, and that should do it. Okay, now we have to make sure that our collision, it's set overlap all dynamic. Let's change this to overlap all dynamic. Save, compile and save. Now clicking out of this area, I'm going to go ahead and click add, and I'm going to add a rotating movement. Now this rotating movement, we can just leave it that way. Now by clicking on the rotating movement, we are going to go to the details, and in the details we're going to the rotating components, and we're gonna set the rotating rate, which is right here. We're gonna set the Z axis to 45 degrees, which is gonna be clockwise. We're gonna leave the rest as 0. Compile, save. Now we're gonna click the orbit scene, and in the details we are going to look for the transform, and we're gonna set location, which is the X, the red color. Okay, we're gonna change it to the radius that we wanted to circle, so 300. Okay, now we're gonna compile and save. This is our health orb that we're gonna need later on. So let's go ahead and place it in the level right here. Let's lift it up right there. Okay, so now we have our health orb. Let's see if it's going to do what we want it to do, which is rotate and glow. We try it. Let's see. Is it glowing? Yes. Is it rotating? Yes. Okay. So not to make these videos too long, this is where we're gonna stop for this one. Hopefully you can join me on the next one so we can continue and make this health orb actually give us health. Thank you for watching.